Before the white man came to North America, the site of Ottawa was merely a casual camping ground for Algonquin Indians, who rode the river, called after the Ottawa tribe, in their birch bark canoes. The white man's settlement that grew into the present capital began as an engineer's camp. Colonel By of the Royal Engineers was sent out from England to dig a military canal. The camp was called Bytown. 30 years later, it was large enough to be incorporated into a city, and it took the name Ottawa. 8 years later came Confederation from sea to sea, and Ottawa's destiny greatly expanded. Though far from being Canada's oldest or largest city, Ottawa possessed many advantages as a national capital. It was located on the border between Ontario and Quebec, joining the centers of English-speaking peoples with those who spoke French. It was more easily defended than any of the rival cities. It possessed a natural site of unparalleled beauty at the meeting of the waters. Ottawa is several cities in one. It's the market town for a large lumbering, farming, and mining area in the Ottawa Valley. There are light manufacturers, and it's a lumber, newsprint, and paper center of some importance. As a capital, it's closely linked with all of Canada and indeed all of the world. Scores of embassies and other foreign missions emphasize this, and so do the expanding activities of such departments as that of external affairs. It's a city of civil servants, naturally, with all their modern, specialized, and professional training and knowledge. It's the seat of many cultural and trade and labor institutions. By a happy accident, the two main cultural and language groups of Canada, English and French, are represented here in about the same proportions as in the rest of the country. About 1/3 of Ottawa's people call French their mother tongue. As you wander about Ottawa's famous market, below the Parliament buildings, in what's called Lower Town, you can hear farmers and citizens bargaining in a language brought across the ocean from Normandy and Brittany 3 centuries ago.
25 cents le rayon de bœuf.
Ah oui.
Et puis, les langues de veau, là, 3 pour une pièce. Les langues de l'or, 3 pour 50 cents.
Mais je ne comprends pas.
En anglais, oh. That's 3 parts, 90 cents each. And I got full leverage, 35 cents, and complete one, the full $1. Failed.
If the observer on the Peace Tower allows his imagination to dwell on the land which is symbolized here, it brings in a bewildering mosaic of human variety and activity. There's the scientist at work in the Arctic wastes, dedicated to knowledge and security. There's the maritime fisherman, braving the furious Atlantic in his dory to fish for cod or to capture seal. There's the patient habitant, cultivating the sacred soil his French ancestors began to win from the primeval forest. There are the recent immigrants from Europe, weaving bright threads in the social and cultural fabric. There's the bronzed rancher of the high plains, the fruit farmer in the irrigated valleys of the Rockies, the lumberjack, grappling with Pacific giants that were saplings before Columbus discovered America. The red-coated Mountie comes to mind, the hard rock miner of Ontario, the industrial magnate, and the shopkeeper on the corner. There is endless variety here of setting and occupation, but Canadians all, bound together by loyalty to their queen and to their institutions, and by their love for their own land. After such a voyage of imagination and insight, we come back to the Peace Tower on the Ottawa Heights, and some words of one of Canada's most gifted writers, Bruce Hutcheson, may well come to mind. No Canadian, Hutcheson wrote, can stand and look at this cluster of buildings and let his eye follow the stern shaft of the Victory Tower upward to its ultimate spire without feeling that somehow on this hill, perhaps by a happy accident, architects, masons, and stone carvers have managed to grasp and materialize the beauty of Canada, the vastness of its land, its loneliness, its youth, and its hope.
A Portrait of Canada's Capital by Wilfrid Eggleston. presented by the International Service of the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.